The one who teaches you, disciples you, guides you is the one who shapes who you are and who you will become. And so Jesus, calling these brothers to follow him, isn't Jesus saying, if you are tough enough, if you are strong enough, if you are good enough, you can join my team. It's Jesus inviting them to follow him so that he can be their teacher. So they will be formed and shaped by him. This isn't about being good enough or having enough faith to begin following Jesus. It's not about being willing to abandon your current life or your family. It's about identifying who is going to teach you, who is going to guide you, who is going to shape you into who you will become. Who you follow is who you become. Of all the things you can become, God desires for you to become like Jesus. And so if you make the decision, if you make the commitment to follow Jesus, you can expect the ways, the teachings of Jesus to start shaping you. There will always be the voices of a variety of other teachers inviting you to follow them. There's always a multitude of voices calling out to us. And some of these voices are so familiar and so comfortable we may not even realize how they're shaping us. Some seem so innocent. Some may seem like they're just entertainment. I don't take that seriously. It's just for fun. It gives me a laugh. Kills an hour while I'm waiting for something else. But it's shaping us. Some voices play on our fears and invite us to follow them because they say they provide the solutions to the things that we're afraid of. I was participating in a discussion with pastors. It's been a while back now, but we were talking about the challenges of discipling today. Challenges of making disciples, of being faithful to what Jesus has called us to do, to make Christ-like disciples. And we almost all seem to agree that people being discipled into the image of Jesus is being directly challenged by a few powerful voices that drowned out that soft, still voice of Jesus. Voices like social media, cable news, and political powers and affiliations. We are being shaped by those voices more than we may even be aware. They are our teachers, and we are following them. They are teaching us what makes our lives worth living. They are teaching us what success looks like. They're teaching us what our value in life is. They are teaching us who our enemies are. They're teaching us how we treat our enemies. They're providing an entire way of life. They're teaching us morals of what is acceptable, attitudes and what is acceptable behaviors towards other people and what is not. They're teaching us about our looks, our money, our value, our community, our sense of identity. All these competing voices want to invite you to follow them. They are teaching us our priorities and giving us a lens through which to view the world. These public and powerful voices are saying, like Jesus said, follow me. And the truth is that Jesus has much to say about all these things that I just listed off, about our money, our value, our community, our sense of identity, our morals, our enemies, and what we do with them. Like Jesus has so much to say about all those things. But we struggle to hear Jesus' voice because these other voices drowned them out. And I had this conversation with these other pastors, and we lamented on the effects that this largely divisive and unhealthy voice or voices were having in the church at large. Because who you follow is who you become. Of all the things you could become, God desires for you to become like Jesus. And of course, it's not just social media and cable news shaping us. That would be too easy to just blame them. There are so many other voices inviting us to follow them, asking us to let them be the teacher. Let them shape who we are and who we will become. These voices can include people like our families, our friends, our places of employment, our neighborhoods, our communities, our teachers and coaches, our favorite TV shows, our books, our Sunday school teachers, and our pastors. All are asking for you to follow them, to let them shape you. And so the challenge for us in this time is this. As we hear so many voices inviting us to follow, listen to the voice of Jesus and commit to following him. Right? As we hear so many voices that want us to follow them, listen for the voice of Jesus and commit to following him. Now, this requires a deliberate decision. You're not going to accidentally hear Jesus. You're not going to accidentally follow Jesus. It requires a deliberate decision and continued effort. But it's worth it. We have so many options in our culture today of which voices we can listen to, and some of them are way more appealing than others. Some of them are tempting. Some of them seem like they provide the answers that we're looking for. Some of them seem like they're going to protect us and take care of us or provide for us the things that we so desperately want or need. But remember, who you follow is who you become. So learn to ask why you believe what you believe. Who taught you this? Right? How is that voice, how is that teacher shaping you? Does that make you more like the person God wants you to be? Does that make you more like Jesus? If not, it's a good possibility that that voice isn't the voice of Jesus. But if you choose to follow Jesus, to hear his voice, to respond to it, it will be Jesus himself that is shaping you. It is Jesus himself that will be your teacher. You'll be given a life that looks like the life God wants you to have.